state your name and your official title.
Yeah, Andrew Pekanowski. I'm an LPC here at the Counseling Center.
My name is Amanda Lund. I'm a licensed professional counselor. Basically, I have a master's in clinical mental health counseling with a license to go along with that.
My name is Kelsey Buck. I am a licensed professional counselor associate here at MSU.
My name is Zachary Zhu, and I serve as the Assistant Director of the Counseling Center.
My name is Pam Midget, and I am the Director of the Counseling Center.
So if you could tell students one thing about the Counseling Center, and if there was one thing you could tell students, specifically upcoming freshmen, about the Counseling Center, what would it be? Now, what is one thing you would hope for students, especially upcoming freshmen, to know about the Counseling Center, or any stigmas you would hope that they don't have about the center?
Sure.
That's a great question. I think it can be really scary and intimidating to call the Counseling Center, to walk up to the Counseling Center. And I just really want students to know that we want to create a really safe and comfortable environment for them to feel like it doesn't matter what reason they're coming for, that they can be welcomed and encouraged to come back.
I think one of the most important things for students to know is that we are a completely free service offered to anyone that's enrolled in classes. So you really just have to call, we'll get you an appointment set up, and yeah, you can start counseling.
I feel like a lot of people have this certain image instilled just based off of, growing up with family, society, media, like, oh, this is what it looks like to be a client, like in a counseling center. It's usually like I'm very depressed, I can't go on, like, and in some sense, quote unquote, broken, is the image that some people have.
I like to tell students that there is nothing that they would want to talk about, from sexuality to spirituality to sadness, grief, loneliness, anything. There is nothing that is off limits in the Counseling Center.
Because at the end of the day, there really is no right or wrong reason to come to counseling. We get students coming in for just so many different reasons, and we just really want to break down the myth that you have to have, a serious diagnosis or be not functioning in order to come to counseling. If you feel like you could benefit from counseling, we want you to come. We're here for you, and we want you to take a part of this service.
The bar is actually a lot lower than people usually think it is. We have like a wide range of people who come in to talk. So it's kind of hard to give like the whole view of it, but like it can be anything from you're questioning your long-held values and traditions, and that understandably is creating a lot of frustration, stress, and you can't focus on anything. That's cool.
I guess one thing that I would like incoming students to know about the Counseling Center is that during college, you will struggle, and that is okay. And that is part of the college experience.
Oh, I would tell them that the Counseling Center offers a lot of services that they could benefit from.
The thing that we do that a lot of people don't think about is like academic workshops. So we also will do presentations throughout the year that you may see us at on just procrastination, study skills, career testing, things like that.
Sometimes students struggle with isolating themselves when they get to college. They have perhaps had a parent keep them on track, like in terms of their schedules and getting motivated and all of those kinds of things. And now they don't have that person anymore. They might struggle with knowing or with not getting up and getting going in the morning. And so we can help them develop some time management skills.
And part of forming yourself, growing yourself, challenging yourself, pushing yourself is growing pains. And a lot of those growing pains are totally normal, fine. I think sometimes there can be too much of that good thing of growing pains, and I would like for students to know that we are here.
Sometimes students come to college and they think, wow, this is going to be great, and it's going to be the best 4 years of my life, maybe 5 years of my life. And hopefully that will be true, but they can run into a problem when they're in college. They might be have some kind of issue with their roommate. They might start thinking about things that happened when they were growing up. They might have some test anxiety that they didn't know that they had when they were in high school. All sorts of things can come up, and the Counseling Center can help with those.
Even though we're all licensed professional counselors and we deal with stuff like depression, anxiety, trauma, substance abuse, stuff like that, we also want to help all students, because there's no one struggle that you have to meet the mark in order to be eligible for somebody who's going to work with you, sit with you, and process this difficult time, because college will challenge you, but that's part of the beauty of it.
Services are free and our services are confidential. We're not going to call the president of the university, and if the president of the university calls us, we will not share that which students are coming to the Counseling Center. Our goal would be to work with the values that the university has set, and to help them graduate from college.
Okay, and I guess you can just
Yeah,
lead me by asking me the question again, because I don't remember.